How's it going, guys? Or should I say that like Max? How's it going? Me? Well, I'm fine. Well, actually, I had a tangerine earlier that was mouldy, so I'm still in mourning for that. But I'm going to start off today by doing a little shout out to two dear puffins who, I can't even remember now. It was so bloody long ago. I was on Instagram. They were just like, hi, how you going? This is like some wine or some shit, so tag me in it. And that's Liam James 1991 and Letter to Des to Test. Thanks guys, how you going? I'm glad that you once in a while tune in. That's beautiful, that's cute. It's getting really cold and dark early here nowadays in the UK, which means it's winter, which means I have to stock up on vodka, so that not unlike the Titanic chef who drank himself silly but remained warm and survived, I can survive in my frozen death trap of an apartment. It's miserable here now. Everyone's like walking around in the rain and it's like being inside an All Saints song. It's like, a few questions that I need to know. Would you write it in a letter? And did I leave my undies at yours? Do you guys remember All Saints? They were a band back in like the What's a Dorito? I've not done the wine of the week, and I mean it's not unheard of for me to not actually have the wine during the review, so ta-da! Already finished it. Fun night last night. I've come to the conclusion that the wine usually tastes like ass, because I don't spend much money on it and I usually buy it from sort of a shit place. So I've really had to sort of step outside, spend more money, go to a really sort of expensive establishment. So this one is from Lidl. It was called a Cimarosa. This was my like university wine. Got it all the time because it was so cheap. It's a California Zinfandel Rose. I mean, that sticker is so piss poorly put on there. I mean, I don't know who they're kidding. Look at the state of that. I mean, that is just like... It like tastes horrible to begin with, really like awful, like I'm dying kind of like morning when you wake up in the morning, sort of that taste in your mouth. It tastes like that to begin with. It only takes about 3 minutes to become delicious, mind you. But now like it's winter, like it's autumn, whatever, it's like pissing it down all the time. Whenever we go to my friend Megan's house for like, drinky poos and we sort of go outside for a little cheeky cigarette, just one or two, it's nothing to worry about. It's always pissing it down. I can't ever have my hair super voluminous. I always look like Nova. The hair's flat as a witch's tit. We went the other day and the building outside Megan's apartment was having some like work done to it. There was like scaffolding and like cranes, like humongous cranes. Are they called cranes like everywhere in the world? Those enormous big construction things. And Nova was like, God, aren't they scary? And I was just like, what? Sure, yeah, the bigger the scarier. I guess it's like spiders or women that live on council estates. It is sort of a little chill nowadays as a draft. It's time to get out those slippers if you're in the UK. The ones that we put into storage about 3 weeks ago. And you really have to make sure you've got some good television to sort of knuckle down with. Oh my God, we watched this TV show yesterday. Let me tell you guys about it. It was called Cutthroat Kitchen. It's like chefs and shit, and they like fight each other and take away their equipment, and they make them like cook with shit ingredients, sabotaged. It's on the Food Network, which is sort of my sort of home channel, but you guys should watch it, it's so good. They have to try and present these foods that they've sort of scrambled together using like saws and stuff, and this really snooty chef lady comes out and she's just like, yeah, I mean the kale is really perfectly cooked, it's a playful dish, I think it really registers as a cordon bleu, but like it kind of sucks ass. Then that bloody HSBC commercial came on, the one where that stupid woman, she goes into a laundrette. I suppose it's not her fault. There's like a panel of old ladies with pink hair and they give her a check to go to school. When does that shit ever happen? She comes home and her mum's there and she's like, that's for you to go to school. Oh my God, design school, because I walked into a laundrette wearing some sort of plaid apron. Oh my God. I've been trying to walk into laundrettes up and down the south coast wearing shit. I want to get a check. I'd like a check. HSBC is bullshit. Like, is it a bank? Like, what even is it? It's a conspiracy. It's like 9/11 or Roswell or Rita Ora. In other horrible TV, I've mentioned this in one of our perfect androgyny videos, I'm super into the X-Files right now. That's great for a winter sort of season because it's so dreary, and my goodness, the acting is just rock bottom, it's so shit. The main two are just appalling. The late Mrs. Dr. Balboa is not a yeti alien fish reborn as the late Dr. Mrs. Magoo. It must be something else. That's verbatim, by the way, that was a real storyline. I've always found it really distasteful when people describe dead people as being late. Like, what are they late for? An appointment? Of course they're late, they're fucking dead. So yes, winter time, it's hibernation, it's really sort of bedding down, watching all this TV, and it's important to, when you're eating the comfort food, bear in mind a balanced diet. I have a very balanced diet. I like to eat my fried chicken on one leg with a book on my head. And before you know it, it'll be Christmas time again, the worst time of the year. But I might just do another sort of turkey video because I've got a lot to offer in the sort of culinary field. If you've not seen my turkey preparation video from last year, put a little link up. And this year's going to be different. It's going to be so much better because I still have not learned to cook. Subscribe, Puffins. All the social media business is in the description below. And this is Novympia signing out. Well, it's just me signing out. I'm very tired.